Well, first thing today, Paul, any complaints about the scoreline?
No, none at all. Could have been worse. I didn't turn up today. Bad day at the office, all the cliches that you come through, but no, very, very disappointed, Tony.
Missing too many players in the end, probably.
No, I think we're missing energy, a bit of enthusiasm. I think we missed the fact that 7 or 8 of their players were better than 7 or 8 of ours on the day. And missing Southern and Reindorf is an easy excuse to make. We did miss their energy. And particularly Jesse, who was fit up till Thursday and just pulled a hip muscle on Thursday at training. That was disappointing. But then it gives other people chances, and that's what I just said to them in there now. That's a disappointing result, performance, and people, if they're not picked next week, can't have any problems with it.
Particularly disappointing that 5 minutes goal when they scored 2 goals. They both look very avoidable from the stands.
Listen, if you go through the goals we've conceded this year, there's some pretty poor goals amongst that collection. And today you can add another 3. We thought the 3rd goal was some way offside as well. So I'll look at the game, but the game was gone anyway at 2-0. They'd done enough to win the game, and both goals were poor on our part. And we keep giving away soft goals. You look at our goals against at the minute, and it's not good enough. And then people sort of question why I brought Harry Osborne in. I thought Harry did particularly well when he come on, and he'll add to the squad and the depth for this next month.
And staying with that, Jesse Reindorf injured today, and of course Jamie Taylor and Marvin Williams both leaving this week.
Yeah, but Jamie, obviously we got a big bid from Margate, which was a no-brainer for us in many respects. I think Jamie hasn't started the season brilliantly in terms of the amount of goals. We sort of put our faith in Jesse as well to lead the line, and with playing with the 2 wide players, Jamie certainly doesn't want to play in that wide left or wide right position. And if we're all being honest, it probably didn't work out for Jamie over the 2 years that he's been here, as we all hoped it would. Great lad, become a good friend to the club and good friend to me. But in football, in football terms, when Margate made the offer, we put it to Jamie, and he was happy to go.
And Marvin Williams and I gather Luke Raddick as well.
Marvin just unfortunately cannot recover from the Achilles that he suffered to probably play to the level that we're at in terms of the training and this level of football. So Marvin's going to go and take a month away from football, full stop, and probably you'll find Marvin turn up somewhere where he doesn't have to train so much and maybe plays to enjoy his football. And Luke Raddick, unfortunately, he's had the same problem. Luke's counts his contract with us as well because of injury, and I don't think we'll see Luke back this year. And the other problem we've had is Will Spetch's knee, unfortunately, the tendonitis has reappeared, which is another reason we had to bring Harry Osborne in. So listen, we have had problems, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse for today. We're well beaten by a strong Ebbsfleet side who know how they want to play, do it well, and we weren't man enough today to defend against it. But in the bigger picture, we got 6 points from our last 3 away games, which is fantastic. So that's what positives. You look at your positives. Because we did so well at Whitehawk and St Albans, it gives you a chance today to put that disappointment to one side, and for the lads to come back from 2-0 down at Staines at home and get another 3 points, shows we have got some character about us. But it was disappointing today, and like I said, one of the things I'm looking at is one, people's reaction, but 2, how much it hurts them if they're not going to be in the team next week.
And talking of next week, the FA Cup, we haven't had a chance to talk about it this week. FC Romania away.
Well, it's an interesting game. We sent our chief scout Steve Beck to go and watch FC Romania today. They're clearly playing in a league which they're too good for. That's obvious. But until we've had a report back from Steve, I don't know a great deal about them. I think the pitch will be okay, which I think is important when you're playing against a team in the lower leagues. You're not playing on a pitch that you can't play on. But if we play like we did today, we're going to struggle against anyone, let alone Ebbsfleet or FC Romania or whoever. So it's back to the drawing board this week.
You hopeful Jesse will be fit again next?
I don't know, Tony. I honestly don't know. I mean, as I said, he did it before the game or before the training, kicking the ball into the net. Hadn't warmed up properly, so he's not in my best books either. Lack of professionalism on his part meant that he didn't play today. And again, you go from knowing your team to not knowing your team, and to miss Southern and Reindorf, as I said, 20% of your team out was, and the 2 that give you the most energy as well and leadership was Southern. We missed his leadership today, and I said that to players in there. And it's amazing you take 2 players out of a starting 10, and it's as flat as it was.
And are you a little bit worried now about lack of players up front with Taylor and Williams gone and Reindorf injured?
I think what it does is, we cannot afford a budget of 22, 24, 18 players. We just can't. And what the moves have done in and out is allowed us to be within our budget and probably well within it now. And it'll be a question of waiting to see, how we do. Craig Dundas can play up top. Certainly Joe Kafour, when he's fit, can go up top. Again, Joe's struggling for match fitness. I think Binsey again is not match fit yet. There's two. And certainly Callum Hart's not match fit yet. So there's little things to tinker with, and we will get better once the players get fitter. But we should be better than that today.
You touched on him, but well pleased to have Harry Osborne back. He impressed last year. Yeah,
he was very impressive. A blight for I think 3 games because that horrendous weather. And he's someone I've tried to get in since August. And Kevin Amankwa can play at centre half. Harry can play at centre half. And obviously with Will Spector's injury, it's a major issue in terms of Will won't be, we don't think, available for maybe another 2 or 3 months. So you're almost in your own head ruling them out potentially for the for the rest of the season. So in the first instance we get Harry in. We've got Lewis getting games and he's due to come back as well. And like I said, you could bring Glenn Sutherland, Reindorf, Spetch back into the squad. John back into the squad. Then we're okay, and we will. It's not scoring goals which is the issue. It's conceding goals, because if we'd stayed in the game for longer, we'd have made chances. We didn't give ourselves a chance today.